making my third video here in a short time. This one, as you can tell by the doohickey up here, the little white cross, it's my trauma bag. It's a little bigger than that other bag. It's a little better than the other bag. It's got a carry handle. You got your flap in the back. You got your attachment points and your loops here to put it on your pack or whatever. Right off the bat, you see I got O positive blood type. If somebody needs to know that. I keep 3 tourniquets on the outside with a pack with one thing of shears on it. That's what's on the outside, and a CPR face shield. If somebody's concerned about who they with, you know, who they've had to team up with, that kind of thing. I would hope that wouldn't be a thing for somebody that knows me. But if you can't save my life to be a happy life, I don't know if I want to be. So you open it up. That's what you see right off the get-go. You got your, there's a little strap tourniquet here. It's not, over here. It's not the best. It kind of zips around you and you pull it tight and you have to tell them to hold it. So a little bit of Velcro there, but I wouldn't count on it. That's another little tourniquet for like a wrist. And you got fingers off or something gone, that kind of thing. So it opens up. I'm just gonna get these out of the way. There's a little bit of bandage. There's some triple ointment right off the top. I'll get that out of the way. So when you open it, you got some tablet stuff up here. It's just mostly some prescription pills and other things that I keep spares of in my trauma bag, because this stays out in the van. I got another one in the house for the house bag, that run that's on top of that tool cart that I showed pictures for on the other group. I'll try to repost them here. That's for the house. So that's the inside of the bag. It's really 3 levels to it, I guess you could say. So you got a pair of shears. You got a bandage sling, or tricep bandage sling, you know, like you put it over your head and shoulders, put your arm in it because you need to keep your arm up. Got one of those in here. 1 pair of gloves, no, 2 pair of gloves. We've got some hemorrhage control bandage. It soaks your arm, soaks your blood up on our bleeding area, and you tighten it down with, you know, with some pressure to stop the bleeding. You put that on top of your Celox if you need to know more about what to do. This is the stuff you need in a trauma bag. So hemorrhage bleeding control bandage. That's what that is. Compressed gauze. You pop that open and it unravels. Compressed gauze is in a sealed baggage. It's just thick stuff. It'll last a pretty long time, I imagine. I haven't tested it. I don't mess with that stuff. Here's another dressing in a thick sealed bag. It's been vacuum sealed, you know. Another bandage. Some of this stuff comes from reconmedical.com, and I've had it a little while, but it's still good. Here's a combined pad. If you got a lot of blood bleed, you got to put a lot of dressings on it and catch all that blood up. I'm gonna go ahead and put them couple things back on this side because I don't have a lot of room on my desk. Stick that in there. Push and shove and push and shove and poke and push and shove, and there it goes. Put this one back in here. It's the other side. It's got a little bit more goodies to it. And you don't have to go buy a whole trauma kit or nothing. Put your own together, you know. Put your own stuff together. So you put this compressed bandage back in the bottom. That's where that goes. All the way down. Then you put in your lightning hemorrhage control bandage right there at the top. Because this one's something you want to be able to get to quick. You put your tourniquet above your cut, you know. Put your tourniquet up here, catch the blood down there, stop that blood. 2 gloves. Back in the top. There was one spare smaller thing. You couldn't put it on a man's arm or leg, it's just too small. But you could put it on a child or something, spare bandage. The ointment goes in the other side, but I'm gonna set it right there for now. And one sling. On the other side, and one trauma shears. Goes right there. And it all goes up on that side and it'll flip back. Another recon medical.com, whatever, it's a hemorrhage bandage. This one's more of a military type. It's in a sealed, vacuum sealed, thicker ripstop thing. I have a respirator I keep in here. If things are bad and dusty and shit, you don't want somebody already sick with these kinds of cuts and shit to get in the smoke inhalation and get cuts on their wounds and breathe that shit in and make additional problems. Keep a mask or 2 in your kit, any kit. A one-way valve for resuscitation and stuff, if you have to have one. It kind of goes into the little face mask red pouch above. This is the second one. After that, you got to take your own chances. So first aid tape, what's left of a roll I had, I stuck it in here. These are 2 trauma torque, to torque it down good and tight on your tourniquets. I just put them in here. You don't need all those hanging out that might get lost. Another pair of shears. Another roll of bandage, you know. It's a stretch gauze. This one's a stretch gauze. Now you're getting into some good stuff, and the more of this you have, the better. But it's just a pair of black gloves here, just black gloves. You have how to work with your tourniquets, a little patch here if it's not me and it's somebody else. And then you have some quick clot. What you do with this is, if it's doing a lot of bleeding, you pop the seal on this and sprinkle that shit all over that wound, and then you start the bandaging. Quick clot. There's a reason there ain't but one of those in there. I'll go into that some other time. 2 hyphens. Hyphen vents, okay? These you use if you got a chest wound, you have air escaping and can't breathe. You put one on one side, and if it goes through, you put one on the other side. Otherwise, it's a one-shot deal if that bullet got stuck inside you. But you'll need at least one of these, and it's for lung wounds. And you see here on the back, it tells you how to use it and etc. You know, you got to press it down really hard. So chances are you're gonna hear some people holler. This is another hyphen vent. This is a twin pack, and it's a little bigger. Like you get a big wound to the chest. Bigger as in, maybe you take a shotgun blast to the chest, or you got shrapnel, or something along that line, or a multi-bullet wound. I think that's all that's in my trauma pack. You could treat a lot of wounds with what I've got in this pack. It's up to you to get the skills you need for this kind of thing. And you do need skills. You got to know what to use and when to use it, and have it be ready to use it. Because having this stuff ain't worth for shit if you don't know how to use the stuff that you have. This goes back here, or it won't fit together right. Like that, like that, like that, like that. And This flips to back to the inside like that. You fold it back over like that. Oh, tape. Get to have my tape. That's everything. Extend it all back up. Like I said, I got 3 tourniquets on the outside of mine. I can take care of somebody with a gunshot or a bone poking through their leg and a gunshot or 2 bones or whatever. Well, you got to stop that damn bleeding. I got 3. Especially this one. I keep in the bag. That's my personal, no matter what. Keep it clean. These are the 2 quick grabs. These 2 quick grabs. So there you go. My version of a tourniquet. 10 minutes, 55. Larry Fulton. Hope you have a good day. Talk to you later. Boom.